Dalek operations established. Dalek operations established. Dalek operations established. Dalek fortifications have been constructed. Dalek fortifications construction has been queued. A forward command post has been established. We require more materials to establish an outpost. We require more resources to establish an operating base. More resources required. More resources required. We have received an allocation of resources via transmat beams. We have received an allocation of resources via transmat beams. We have received an allocation of resources. Resource transmat request has been sent. We are currently being hailed by our comrades. We are currently being hailed by our comrades. We are currently being hailed by our comrades. We are currently being hailed. We are currently being hailed. We are being hailed by enemy forces. We are currently being hailed by the enemy. Ignore them. We are currently being hailed by the enemy. Ignore them. The enemy is hailing us. Raise communications barrier! Lower the communications barrier. Raise the communications barrier. We are receiving a communications alert through the path web. We are receiving a communications alert through the command network. Sensors alerted! Sensors alerted! We must construct an incubator section prior to ordering unit production. Incubator construction commencing. Incubator section established. Incubator section established. Prepare the Dalek embryos. Incubation mutational cycle completed. The Dalek embryo mutational cycle has been completed. The Dalek embryo mutational cycle has been completed. Mutational cycle will be completed in 30 rels. We require genetic material to house Dalek embryos. We no longer require genetic material from lesser races to produce Dalek embryos. We are now self-sufficient! We no longer require genetic material from lesser races to produce Dalek embryos. We require resources to establish a casing assembly line. The embryos are now complete, but we require the raw materials to build their armor. We require more polycarbide and dalekanium to build their armor. We are producing an insufficient amount of polycarbide. We are producing an insufficient amount of polycarbide. We are not producing sufficient levels of dalekanium. Insufficient levels of heavy resources. Resources are plentiful. Assembly commencing. Dalek casings are being constructed. The casings are now available. Armory assembly line constructed. Casing assembly line complete. We require higher levels of radiation. We require higher levels of radiation. Insufficient radiation levels. We have a stable flow of radiation output. Radiation output has been increased. Our scientists require a research task. Our scientists require a research task. Our scientists have reported an update. Our transmat technicians are facing difficulty. Varga production plants maximized. Varga production plants maximized. Transsolar discs are now in full operation. Transsolar discs are now in full production. Launching transsolar discs for scouting patrols. We have optimized our communications array. We have maximized our defensive capabilities. We have maximized our defensive capabilities. Prepare for the offensive! Communications are established. Communications are established, our defensive capabilities are maximized, and our offensive firepower is unmatched. Communications are established, our defensive capabilities are maximized, and our offensive firepower is unmatched. Our base fortifications are under attack. Our outpost is under attack. Our base is under attack. Patrol units have uncovered the enemy's primary fortifications. Patrol units have detected minor enemy fortifications. Patrol units are under attack! Patrol units under heavy fire, retaliate! Dalek base has been destroyed! The Dalek base has fallen, activating self-destruct mechanisms now! The Dalek base has fallen, activating self-destruct mechanisms now! Mission failure. Surrender is unacceptable! All Daleks will initiate self-destruct. All Daleks will initiate self-destruct. Units deployed. Units deployed. Dalek squads are ready. Dalek units are awaiting further instruction. Dalek units requiring orders. The combat units require orders. Where are their orders? The Daleks have failed. We have amassed a Dalek army. A sizable attack force has been assembled, sufficient for eliminating concentrated knots of resistance. A sizable attack force has been assembled, sufficient for eliminating concentrated knots of resistance. We are the Supreme Beings! We are the Supreme Beings! Heavy weapons Daleks have been deployed. The heavy weapons Daleks require distance apart. Monitor the heavy weapons Daleks' behavioral patterns. Monitor the heavy weapons Daleks' behavioral patterns. Caution! Heavy weapons Dalek neurological scans indicate increasing levels of volatility. Caution! Heavy weapons Dalek neurological scans indicate increasing levels of volatility. The Supreme Dalek will be taking command. I am no longer in command. Your orders are now issued by the Dalek Supreme. We now obey the Supreme Dalek! The Emperor will lead the attack himself. Terminate prior orders and initiate escort protocols. The Dalek Emperor is here. You will obey his every command. The Emperor's guards supersede every authority, save for the Emperor himself. Protect your Emperor! This order cannot be countermanded! The cult of Skaro has been deployed. Alert! Alert! Surge of temporal shift waves detected. Our allies have arrived. Designation: the cult of Skaro. This is not possible. An error has occurred. The cult of Skaro has survived. Authority status is questionable and unknown. The cult of Skaro has survived. Authority status is questionable and unknown. Dalek Sec has been sighted on the battlefield. Report behavioral patterns. Dalek Jest has arrived. Threat level increasing. Dalek Khan is here, indicating high levels of time vortex energy. Dalek Khan is here. High levels of time vortex energy has been detected. Dalek Thay, member of the cult of Skaro, has been sighted. Higher advantage levels are now in favor of the Daleks. A cult of Skaro member has been exterminated. Dalek Sec has been terminated. Dalek Khan is now assuming command of the cult of Skaro. Cult of Skaro leader designated as dead. Leadership mantle has been rotated. Davros, the creator of the Daleks, has arrived. Davros, the creator of the Daleks, has arrived. Davros is here. Remain vigilant of his activities. Davros will provide increased scientific efficiency for our technicians. Protect Davros at all costs! Without Davros, we have no future! Without Davros, we have no future! Terminate prior orders. Initiate escort and protection protocols toward Davros. Davros will take temporary command. Davros will take temporary command. Praise Davros! Praise Davros! Without Davros, our future is uncertain. Davros has been exterminated. Davros has been exterminated. In Davros we prevail. In Davros we prevail. We only require Davros temporarily. We require Davros' assistance. For now. The Dalek Time Controller is assuming command. We have already won. The Dalek Time Controller is here. No further delays. Commence the attack! No further delays. Commence the attack! Engaging enemy targets! No mercy! Maximum extermination! The enemy has been engaged. Hostile units have been exterminated. Hostile units have been humbled by the might of the Daleks. Hostile units have been humbled by the might of the Daleks. We will teach these lesser beings the law of the Daleks. Daleks are supreme. We are the supreme beings. Daleks do not allow others to live. We decide when they die! Firepower insufficient! Firepower insufficient! Battle computers have been updated. Battle computers have been processed. Dalek battle computers have been updated. Efficiency level increased. Our enemy has been recognized in our database. Updating battle computers now. We are receiving interference in our command network. The enemy has been exterminated. Exterminate all hostiles. No surrender. Exterminate any surrendering hostiles. Absalom Dark has been sighted. Priority level 1 threat established. Absalom Dark, the Dalek killer, is here. Kill on sight! The self-proclaimed Dalek killer has joined the battle. Dalek divisions have been destroyed. Records indicate the presence of Absalom Dark in the immediate vicinity. Renegade Time Lord detected. Capture them immediately. The Time Lord known as Error, unknown Time Lord detected. The Master is designated as a Renegade Time Lord and a former Dalek ally. Current intentions are unknown. The Master will be dealt with. Assume standing procedures. The Master will be dealt with, assuming standing procedures. TARDIS materialization detected. Alert! Alert! Time Lord materialization alert. It is the Doctor! It is the Doctor! The Doctor has been detected! The enemy of the Daleks has been detected! The Doctor is here! Initiate the dormant pacification procedures! The Doctor is our current priority. You are not expected to survive. Exterminate him! The Doctor is our current priority. You are not expected to survive. Exterminate him! Remain on high alert. The Doctor is here. The Doctor has been detected. Reprioritizing targets. Initiate the emergency protocols for engagement with the Doctor. Initiate the emergency protocols for engagement with the Doctor. The inferior Cyberman species will be eliminated. Cyberman armor is comparable to pure polycarbide. The durability ratio of Daleks to Cybermen is the equivalent of military hardware and consumer goods. Those are the Earth terms. The cyber race seeks retaliation from an irrelevant point in time. The Cybermen are more adapted than we have initially realized. The Cybermen are no match for Dalek might. The human race requires cyber conversion to contend with the Daleks, an indication of their futility. The human race requires cyber conversion to contend with Dalek forces, an indication of their futility. The human race requires cyber conversion to contend with Dalek forces, an indication of their futility. The Cybermen claim to have removed their capacity for fear. We will correct that fault. The Cybermen claim to have removed their capacity for fear. We will correct the fault. The Cybermen claim to have removed their capacity for fear. We will correct the fault. Sontarans are of no concern. Infantile Sontaran stratagems are predictable. A single Dalek is sufficient for an entire Sontaran legion. Sontarans engaged! The Sontarans were more capable than we initially considered them to be. The Sontarans have been defeated. Soon their legacy will be that of another Dalek cleansing. They will be forgotten to time. An Ogron patrol has been dispatched. Ogrons are intellectually inferior, but hold attributes that are efficient for Dalek preservation protocols. Ogrons are primitive. A Dalek squad leader will direct them properly. The Ogrons have been exterminated, but losses have not been taken. Earth Alliance units have been engaged. The Earth Alliance's presence will be temporary. The humans are persevering. How is this possible? Humanity has failed again. Humanity has failed. They have relied too much upon the Doctor and have proved to have been weak. The humans are succeeding? Impossible! Earth Alliance forces are retaliating. This is not acceptable. The ancient enemy has returned. The ancient enemy of the Daleks has resurfaced. The Thals have returned. The Thals have survived. The Thals are advanced and proven capable of matching Dalek firepower. We must ensure that the Thals will be forgotten. Maximum extermination! We will remind the Thals of the true masters of Skaro. We will remind the Thals who the true masters of Skaro are. We must ensure that the Thals will be forgotten. Maximum extermination! Maximum eradication! Exterminate! 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 Seek, locate, annihilate! Seek, locate, annihilate! Seek, locate, exterminate! Do not deviate! Seek, locate, do not deviate!